YouTube, it's Echobear, and today I want to do a video that the lovely Elise Explosion tagged me in. It's the 22 Facts About Me challenge, or just 22 facts about me, I guess. So, yay! So, first fact about me is I am a bear. A lot of you already knew this, but I figured I could explain it a little better. Pretty much, me being a bear stems from the fact that my high school mascot was in fact a grizzly bear, and in general, I just love bears, and when I was a little kid, my dad used to call me Allie Bear. So it's just something that's kind of stuck with me as I've grown up, and I kind of made it my own and made it into my YouTube name too. So second fact about me, if you didn't know me before I did all of the YouTube stuff, I was actually a swimmer for 13 years. I swam competitively, and I was a distance swimmer, meaning I swam the 500 meter and 1,001 mile. I liked swimming for a really long time and really long distances, so that's what kind of came out of that. Third fact about me is this one's kind of inspired from Elise's. I currently have 0 tattoos, which is a bummer. And I hope to change that at some point, but money is going elsewhere right now, and if I had more, I probably would have like 2 or 3 by now, because I do have planned 2 or 3 that I do want. So that brings me to my fourth fact. The first tattoo that I do want to get is either a compass on my shoulder, so like a nautical compass rose, because my family is really into boats and stuff, and that was a big part of my life, or starfish on my foot to go with my sister, which we decided we wanted to get matching starfish tattoos on our feet because of our love of swimming and water and the ocean in general. It's hard to come up with facts about yourself. Another fact about me is I'm double jointed in several places of my body, like my fingers, my thumbs, my shoulders, and my knees, which kind of played into that swimming thing. Another fact about me is I really like gardening, and this is one of my new little baby succulents that I just bought today. But yeah, my grandmother was always really into gardening, and that kind of got passed along to me. So newest plant baby experiment are succulents, so you'll probably get Instagram and Twitter updates once in a while from my little plant babies and how they're doing. Number 7 is the fact that I'm almost done with college. I'm gonna be completing my bachelor's I'm gonna be completing my bachelor's in a communications degree with media production emphasis. And for those of you who don't know what that means, or get what that means, I guess, it means that essentially it's a combination of being a film major, journalism major, PR major, and like human resources major, all kind of mushed into one. Mine specifically focused on like creating media, like graphic design, video editing, audio producing, film stuff, being a grip, being a director, a screenwriter, producer, all of that stuff. So I have a very, very broad major, but I love everything about it. So I'm really excited to have my degree and hopefully get a job. Well, going along in that vein, I originally wanted to be a fine arts major when I was a very, very small kid. Needless to say, that didn't happen, and here we are. So unlike a lot of people whose favorite or dream cars are these big fancy sports cars like Ferraris and Mustangs, my dream car was always a Jeep Cherokee or a Jeep Wrangler. And I can never tell why exactly, but they're just the coolest cars to me. They're my favorite. I'm lucky enough to still have a functioning Jeep Cherokee right now, and it's my baby, and I love it more than anything, even though it breaks down often. Number 10 is the fact that I read things ridiculously quickly. Like, ever since I was a little kid, I've been able to just tear through chapter books ridiculously fast. If I'm interested in a book, like, I think I finished the first Game of Thrones book in the first day that I picked it up, essentially. Pretty much I just sat down, read the entire thing, and wanted more, and now I'm on the 4th book. And I'm a fickle reader because when I do want to read, I will read voraciously and constantly until the book is finished. And then there's the other side where if I don't feel like reading, there's no way you're getting me to read at all. Another kind of weird fact about me is, this won't show up on my camera because it's really shitty, but I have rust spots on the inside of my hand that look like tiny little birthmarks. And the reason that that's interesting is because you're not really supposed to have pigmentation on the inside of your hands, but I do have one dot on my palm and another on my pinky that I've had since I was a little kid. And the one on my pinky is sadly starting to fade, which makes me kind of sad because that was one of my favorite little distinguishing marks about me. And I may get that re-tattooed onto myself at some point, just because I love it. It's my pinky. Another fact about me that can be kind of confusing is, in reality, I am actually an only child. So that's kind of confusing with all my videos with Randy, because I also say she is my sister. Reality is I am biologically an only child. My parents, my mom and dad, only had me. Randy has an entirely different set of parents, but we were on the same swim team together and we spent so much time with each other growing up that we are essentially sisters. So at this point in time, we do just call each other sister, even though biologically, adoption, family relations, blood, any of that, no, we're just sisters because we call each other that. Number 13, pretty much this one's kind of something that may be an obvious fact, but if you've heard me talk about my favorite video games before, my all-time favorite video games, well, okay, I need to say 2 because 3, it's a tie right now. My favorite of all time since I was a little kid was Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. But as I got into college and started to get back into video games again, Shovel Knight and Pinstripe have kind of nudged their way in there as well as some of my other favorite games. Another fact about me is that I am a raging sugar monster. I love sugar so much. Like, I've on more than one occasion have eaten myself sick from the amount of sugar that I've taken into my body. Which sucks because, like, I can do chocolate and candy, like, forever and be fine. But the second I have, like, a sugary drink, like a soda or something like that, I instantly feel sick. Another fact about me is that this one's a little more serious, but recently I've been getting more acknowledgement from the app developers that I talk about in my video. Well, the developers of the apps, which I talk about in my normal videos, which have gone by the wayside because I'm really stressed and I can't put a lot of thought into reviews because I want them to be good. Anyway, that plus the support of all of you guys has made my life a lot better. When I first started out, like, well, even last year, when I was getting close to a year of doing this, like, I was happy if I was getting 3 views on a video, and now some of my videos have over 1,000. So I'm gonna try to keep this from being an I love you video again, even though I do, but yeah. Fact 16, guess what? I love you. If you're watching this, I love you. Guess what? I don't make the rules. It's official. I love you. Third fact is that I've only personally, family has only had one dog for a really substantial amount of time. His name is Zeke. He is my favorite puppy ever. He's never in videos because he's kind of camera shy and doesn't mind well, but he's a really good puppy in general, and he let me put him in a flower crown one time. Other dogs that I've had in my life have been Maggie May and Rosie, which were my grandparents' dogs. And apparently, unbeknownst to me, Maggie May was supposed to be my dog. But Maggie May is my favorite German Shepherd. She's probably around 12 now. But she has this thing called pica where she likes to pick up rocks in her mouth. And for doing that for over 12 years, all of her teeth are just little nubbins. now, so she's like gray face, she has no teeth, and she's my toothless old lady, and I love her. 18 is the fact that I have asthma. It's really common for people to have it, but I have it super badly and need my rescue inhaler if I get around smoke or anything like that. I really love hugs. Like, this isn't a super shocking fact, but I really love hugs. Hugs are nice. So 20 is the fact that I'm going to be filming an entire season of a TV show this summer, which honestly is, I'm looking at the calendar, I see our schedule for filming, and it's scary but exciting at the same time. I am the set designer slash prop master for this TV show, and I am in charge of decorating a ridiculous number of sets. So pray for me, and you guys will get updates as I'm going through that, because I hopefully will have enough downtime to record some stuff from it to make a video out of it. I've already recorded a little bit from our first location, but I'm probably going to be so ridiculously busy that you're not going to hear much from me during those 3 weeks. Sorry. Fact number 21 is the fact that the Button Smashers, so Elisa's Explosion, Ex-Electric Mouse, Pokemon Trainer Lillian, the Shorty Bishop, and my lovely Allie Bishop, who's cute, by the way. 21A. Allie Bishop is cute. But facts about me, right? They're my best friends in this world, and I couldn't ask for anything else other than them. They're so wonderfully amazing. And 22, it is official that I'm going to be going to the convention Too Many Games out in Pennsylvania this year. So that's a ridiculously long way from home, but if you're out there, we're going to be doing a Button Smashers type meetup thing. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to call it a meetup, because we just want to hang out with friends, and anybody who wants to hang out with us is more than welcome to come hang out with us. But yeah, I'm going to be there, so if you want to and you're in the area, come say hi, come meet me. I'll give you hugs. I promise. I love hugs. I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, that's kind of a fun way to announce that I'm officially going to TMG. I bought my ticket and everything, so I'll see you there. Hopefully. Let me know if you're going. I'd love to know if you're going. Yee. But yeah, I'm still ridiculously, this is a fact that you probably already knew, I'm still ridiculously tired from finals. So I promise rest of the week, more app reviews if I'm alive. I'm going to be very tired for the next few weeks. So thank you to Elise Explosion for tagging me in this video. For me, I'm going to tag Bitbot2000, Milk Cannon Charms, and Pokemon Trainer Lily to do this as well. So have fun, you guys! I'll leave a link to Elise's channel at the end of this video along with mine, as well as a couple other videos of mine that I've done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!